What's up? We're gonna talk about this. "17 inches, 5 inches, and 2. The plate is 17 inches wide. Give or take an umpire's discretion on if it's a ball off the black or 2 balls off the black, with that thought in mind. 2 balls off the black, 1 ball off the black. Roughly, the ball's width across is about 2 inches, 2.5-ish. And then leads you to, with 2 balls off the black, 23 inches. If we just take one of those balls away, we have 20 to 19 right there, probably 19.5 inches that we have to cover, with a sweet spot that is only 2 inches across. And how we find that is 5 inches from the end cap to the middle. So what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to cover all of those inches with a bat that is roughly 33 to 34 inches if you're in high school, but like you're only technically working with a 2-inch spot that you're trying to hit the ball with, or trying to hit the bat with the ball, or trying to hit the ball with the bat, trying to hit the bat with the ball. Anyways, we're trying to hit the ball. So 2 inches across, and what a lot of players don't get is that we have to split the plate in half. That is a pretty good mental model to work with. But I'm gonna go a little bit further. I think splitting up the plate is technically not the best route when it comes to your approach. If we think about this plate, you have 17 inches across, give or take 18 to 19 inches, depending on what the umpire is going to do. So, what I like to think about, how I like to think about it, is where is the pitcher trying to throw it? Well, for most high school guys, they're trying to throw to the outside corner. So this is the spot that they're trying to hit, right about there, right? So they're trying to hit that edge. What a lot of hitters will do is they're gonna go after this. They're gonna look for the outside corner, because it makes kind of sense. If I go towards where the pitcher is trying to throw it, I'll have a better success rate because then I'll be prepared for it. That's a logical way of thinking about it, but that's not the right way to think about it, because pitchers are not robots. They can't hit this spot every single time. That is extremely hard to do. So where are their mistakes going to be? So their mistakes are either going to be a ball to the outside corner, or they're going to be a strike over the middle of the plate, which if we look at it, they're trying to hit that 7, 4, and maybe 1, right? And then they'll try to like go back and they'll try to go into that 9 area or 6 or 3, trying to stay away from that 5, 8, and 2. I mean, 8's not a terrible pitch. Like, I mean, you're gonna get a lot more guys out, but if we start thinking about that 2 or that 5, that's where the damage is gonna be done for a lot of hitters. So like, where are they gonna make mistakes? Their mistakes are going to be over the middle of the plate, or they're going to be a ball. As hitters, we shouldn't be focused on this area. We should be focusing on that area. That's where we need to be looking at, and where the percentages are going to be more in our favor. If we look here, then over here, or even here. But this leads us to a really good question. Well, what happens if we get strikes? Like, I totally get with like 0-0, 3-0, but what happens if we start getting like strikes, 1 strike, 2 strike? What do we do now? It's pretty simple. So if we think about this, the plate where the 2 balls were, and we go across, like that's technically what we're looking for. So like, this is outer third, inner third. So if we think about it as a box, this little box is what you should be looking for. And then as we get strikes, guess what happens? We expand that box outwards and upwards and downwards. So from 5 here, I'm going to expand it down into the 8, the 7, the 9, going into the 6 and the 4, the 3, the 1, and then the 2. And then when I get 2 strikes, then I expand that out. But what happens if we have 2 strikes? We're not covering the whole plate. There's 17 inches we have to cover. That's a really good question. See, perception is everything, and how you stand in the box will really determine how you view this plate. And for a hitter, it's going to be extremely hard to cover that outside pitch, that inside pitch. So we're going to have to give up one of them. And I had a really good coach that explained this really well to me. We can't cover everything, but what is a pitcher not wanting to do? He is not going to want to throw in with 2 strikes. Why is that? He does not want to throw in on 2 strikes because he has to have confidence that he's going to be able to hit that spot and not make a mistake. Because if he makes a mistake, he's going to be throwing in on my body. I'm going to take the hit by pitch and I'm going to take my first base. So this inner pitch, if he hits that spot, we have to tip our cap. So we're not going to look on that inner spot. What we're going to be looking for is we're going to expand it out into what a lot of players do in their approach. We're going to expand it out to where the pitcher is trying to throw it. So we end up going into that 7, that 4, and that 1. We are going to forego the inner part of that 9, the inner part of the 6, and the inner part of the 3. I want to address the elephant in the room. Am I telling you to take strike 3 looking? Kind of. But the biggest thing is I'm trying to prevent you from chasing. Here's the thing about hitting. Sometimes we overcomplicate it. I really love the whole mid-curving meme, which is there's a bell curve and you're either on the left tail or the right tail. That's where the success is. And if you're in the mid curve of it, where you're just overthinking everything, overanalyzing, that's where things go wrong. You think about all the externals and not really thinking about the simplicity of what you're trying to do, which is I'm trying to see the ball the best I possibly can. And if I have to cover 17 to 23 inches, if it's a bad umpire, that is an ocean compared to the 2-inch width ball that's going across that plate. That is a vast ocean. And plus, I only have a sweet spot of 2 inches. So what can I do to help me narrow down my eyesight so that I can lock in and get off my A swing? Because that's the big thing. Can I get my A swing off every single time? And for this approach, it's being able to understand that pitchers are going to make mistakes. Are you going to make mistakes? Absolutely. But if you can limit your mistakes and make him do more mistakes and you capitalize on that, you're going to hit way better than you are right now. Guys, that's this video. I appreciate your time. Give us a like on, not a like, subscribe to the channel, give us a like on the video, and then also comment. Anything that could help us with the algorithm and trying to get in front of more people. Again, I'm in this to help educate and find things that helped me in my career and hopefully pass them down on to you. And if they work, great. If they don't think it's a dogma and live on to it forever. This is just the things that helped me throughout my career. Thanks, guys.